Hi, welcome to my channel. This is the Soft Life Oracle, and I am here with you today on the full moon in Aries. Now, it has been a really long time since I've done a reading, but I'm going to try to start being more regular again. Part of the reason that I'm on here doing this collective reading right now is I am going to be experimenting with going live tonight. I will be doing paid readings, $20 per reading. So yeah, I've never gone live before. If you just want to come and hang out and vibe, I would love to see you there. But anyway, let's get into this reading. Before we get into the reading, before I pull any cards, I just want to give like an opportunity or a chance for any messages to come through. So the message I got was relax, you made it. So let's see what that's about. I'm curious if anybody else has been feeling kind of exhausted lately. I feel like things have been going well, but I'm just so tired, like for no reason. I feel like there has been kind of, I know sometimes the full moon shines like a flashlight on things. And I feel like me personally, like I've been going through a huge kind of release. And I'd like to say that the interesting thing about maybe standing more on your path, or maybe when your life starts to look more how you imagined it would look, your body might be lagging behind because it takes longer for the nervous system to update. That's funny. And I also have this like kind of thought or image, which is like the mind's capability or capacity to kind of speed like ahead of the body, right? And the body, more representing pentacles or the earth element, kind of lags behind. But if you want to be that guide or that bridge for your body to cross over into new paradigms that you haven't previously experienced, sometimes you have to get down to the level of your body in order to slowly like bridge that gap. So this happens a lot, especially if I have any like messages that come through, if I get any like kind of predictions like for my life or things like that, or I see change ahead of time, like sorry, I'm messing with the camera. I do my best to like communicate in the language that I can of what I think is happening. And then I notice I will drop into my body. And it's almost like all of that message from the perspective of the body and being very grounded and not very like tapped into the light, I guess. It seems like all those messages were kind of like crazy, right? But as the integration process unfolds, it starts to make more and more sense. Like the gap starts to bridge. So that's the funny thing I think about light language. I use the term differently than other people use it. I feel it's language that's kind of communicating intuitions or premonitions. And sometimes the language is like flowery and maybe doesn't make sense to people who prefer to stay more like grounded on the earth. But that's just the way the light communicates, because sometimes when you haven't seen something manifest, you're just describing it the best that you can. I've got this like memory from like just like this observation, I think in the Bible, where they were talking about like torches flying by. And so that's obviously somebody getting some type of download. And then like a current day kind of interpretation of that was, oh yeah, like cars, headlights, like torches like flying by. So that's just a concept I'm trying to illustrate right now. I don't know why that came up, but it might be important for somebody. So I pulled 6 cards. Okay. So the message that's being communicated through the cards today is very, very positive. Um, so the Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups are both being pulled. I want to say this is a new paradigm in regards to passion, also like a start in new emotions. I feel like these are just kind of cards that are setting the tone for the reading. Um, what it's saying is you have demonstrated your strength, right? You made it through whatever difficult or trying time that you had to go through. And you feel like you've been punched with holes, right? But it's saying that you are about to see the rewards. And I think that had something to do with the message that I channeled earlier. It was like, don't worry, you finally made it. And like I said, it's going to take time for the body to catch up. So there's another thing happening where it's like, especially if you're somebody who I guess has been through a hard time, you've been disappointed, you are afraid to get excited again. So sometimes when things start happening and it's like a change for the good, you're like, you might not feel the feelings in your body that you thought you would be feeling. You might feel kind of flat. You might be kind of like, okay, yeah, like good things are happening. But like I said, it's because the body doesn't really trust it yet. Like that is your inner protector coming online. It's still bracing for impact in a kind of way. And just trust that over time, it will you will be able to experience more of that like emotion that you've been like waiting to experience. um okay. Okay, so whoever this card reading is for, there is a call to community, there's a call to family, there is a call to activities, and just things that light you up. So that's like the big focus. It's like keep doing what you're doing because then you are going to attract the right people and circumstance. I just want to show you this card real quick. It's really cute. So this is the Ten of Pentacles, and I really like this card. To me, it always represents family. And 10 in the tarot, it's kind of like the end, but it's also the beginning. So it's just saying like starting a new page that's going to yield the results that you had been hoping for. And here is the 6 of Pentacles. So these are all very grounded cards for the most part. um that's the community. This is the I keep getting passionate activities and things that you're passionate about, that you are attracting community through this passion that you have. And it might be like art or writing or expressing yourself or singing. Like this is how you attract this kind of like joyous community, I guess, is what's coming in. Okay. And the 3 of Pentacles, take a moment to list out and appreciate how things have truly changed for you, like examples exactly of how you are in a new paradigm. That's going to help bridge the gap, I would say, between seeing that things have changed and feeling that things have in fact changed. All right. I'm just going to pull an oracle card real quick. I'm going to use the Return of Spirit deck. That's another thing. Okay, so this deck is created by Cheryl Lee Harnish. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of the card readers that I have been following for a while now, they've gone kind of quiet. They've gone kind of quiet, and I want to say that a lot of people are in an integration phase right now, especially people that are maybe kind of like the forerunners of experimenting with new paradigms. I want to say that there was a lot of change in the beginning of the year. Like a lot of messages came through about paradigm shifting and things like that. And then people have had the need to reintegrate those messages back into their bodies. And it's resulted in like a less public, I guess, appearance and like outface, right? So if you've maybe been noticing what I've noticed lately about just not seeing a lot of card readers that are usually, or intuitives that are usually in this space, like that's what's happening. Like everybody is going through their own integrative process right now. I don't know why I stumbled on that. Oh, innocence. Okay, so this is making me kind of emotional. So what this card is saying is that there is a joy that you've been hoping to feel. Like for whatever reason in life, you might have felt like life literally robbed you of your joy. You might have felt like the happy chemicals that I have in my body, like I just don't have them anymore. And you have been craving this return to innocence. And what this card is saying is feel confident that that is underway. Okay, so like the major work has been done. Like I said, we are just in an integrative process right now. So just have a little bit of patience with yourself. I know something I've been experiencing lately is I've been having emotions that don't necessarily match up with what's happening outside of my life. Like I've been feeling really tired. I've been waking up kind of weepy. And it's not a reflection of anything that's going on in my life. Things are going quite well right now. Um, I think it's just like residue. It's like leftover. It's like the body's like, okay, we're becoming more regulated. Life is getting better. So somatically, like we're going to start purging some of these emotions. So I just want to say, especially during this Aries full moon, it's very activating, but I want to say it's a very activating purge. So just be patient with yourself during this purging process. And I'm going to go ahead and read her description for the Innocence card. So it says, too often we carry around the extra baggage of guilt and shame. This card has come to you today because it is time to release these feelings. The universe sees your innocence and is asking you to begin to see it too. These long-held beliefs are buried within your core, and they are interfering with your progression. It's time to release any shame you carry about who you are or guilt over actions you did or did not take. These old values only lead you to question whether you are good enough, deserving, or worthy. What if I had done more, been more? What if I hadn't done that? Why did I say that or do that? They make you question if you, as a person, are enough. But the universe sees you with the same eyes we see a child with, perfect in every way, as perfect as a child learning through the mistake they make, only ever really wanting love and approval. You need to see your own innocence no matter what you may have done or when. This is the first step to healing your heart and spirit. It's a necessary step in moving forward and claiming your place in this world. The innocence card may also come if it is time to see the innocence in another person. It is important to delve below the surface of any feelings of anger, hurt, or disappointment. Within your heart, allow yourself to see the innocence in the other person's actions or behaviors. This can bring profound healing and may even help you see your own innocence. Spirit is calling you to begin to see this innocence and divine perfection. This one simple act will allow the seeds of self-forgiveness and self-love to blossom within. Okay, so the one thing that came up while I was reading that, it was just reminding me of something where sometimes, okay, so I want to say that, so the love we seek that we're often seeking from other people, we're often seeking it because our systems, our nervous systems are dysregulated. And co-regulation is very helpful. It's super helpful when you have somebody else's body or nervous system to help ground you. And that's not wrong. It's not wrong to seek co-regulation. It's neutrally good. This is what I want to say. Objectively good. But the thing is sometimes we are so busy playing inside of our own wounds. We are so busy seeing ourselves from the small perspective that we remembered, like when we were small or we were hurt and we had to like hide. We are so used to seeing ourselves like this and projecting on other people as like the enemy or the problem or the reason. And I want to say that there are a couple things going on here, right? One thing I like to say is when you're sitting here questioning what is true, consider the fact that maybe everything is true. And if all of the perspectives that you're considering, that person's, yours, etc., if they are all true, what do you do now? What do you do now? Let's say validate yourself, don't gaslight yourself. All of your emotions are real, but whatever that person is experiencing is also real. And I'm not to say like people can't be dishonest with you or themselves, because they can. But it's just, if you're sitting here considering all these perspectives, I want to say that might help you. Wow, that felt like a tangent. So oftentimes we see other people as having something we want. Like maybe you want that person to love you. Maybe you want this. Maybe you want that. And you feel like this. You're like, why are you withholding this from me? I need this. Don't you see? I need this. I'm doing so much to earn it, etc., etc., etc. Consider the fact that you might see that person as big, like as in they have what you want. They can provide you what you need. But that person, no matter how they appear to you, could still be acting within their wounds, within their smallness. So they might not actually have the capacity that you think they have to give you the love or the affection or the whatever that you deserve, right? And this is kind of coming to a neutral place of like not demonizing people for their wounds, but also you don't have to overemphasize either. You don't have to take yourself out of your own perspective just to see that, right? You can stand firmly in your own perspective while making room for their perspective. But keep in mind, you are living this experience inside of this human body, right? You can only live your life. You cannot live their life. It is your job to focus on yourself and nurture whatever it is that you think is missing, that you maybe think that they have. Okay? And this will help just make all of your relationships much healthier. All right. So that's it for the message today. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be going live tonight, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, for the Aries Full Moon. I will be doing paid readings, $20 per reading. Come to just chat or ask questions or say hi. It's going to be super informal. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm going to try. Okay. So I hope you have a good day. I hope you enjoy this full moon, and I'll see you later.